The Enleo's small, cramped studio apartment always smelled faintly of burnt coffee and turpentine, a testament to his twin passions and perennial failures. By day, he designed soul-crushing spreadsheets in a corporate cubicle, the kind of job that paid the bills but slowly siphoned the color from his world. By night, he painted, or rather, he tried to paint. His canvases, stacked against the wall, were a graveyard of unfinished dreams faces with haunted eyes, landscapes that dissolved into muddy smears, and vibrant abstracts that he inevitably scraped away in frustration. Each discarded piece was a fresh inscription on the tombstone of his self-belief. His inner critic, a relentless, sneering voice he'd named the Curator, was always on duty. Derivative, the Curator would whisper as Leo mixed perfect cerulean. A child could do better. Nobody cares. It was the Curator who kept him from submitting his work, from even showing it to his closest friend, Maya. One evening, after another particularly brutal day of corporate drone work and a subsequent artistic meltdown over a still life that refused to look right, Leo found himself staring at a blank canvas. It felt like a mirror, reflecting only emptiness. He was about to toss it onto the reject pile when he remembered a fleeting moment from his childhood, the pure, unadulterated joy of drawing in a sketchbook, before any voices told him it wasn't good enough. He picked up a charcoal stick, not to create a masterpiece, but just to feel the drag of the material against the surface. He drew a single, crude line, then another. He wasn't thinking about technique or composition, just movement, feeling. The lines began to intertwine, forming a chaotic, almost primal dance across the canvas. There was no pressure, no expectation, just release. Hours later, he stepped back. It wasn't art in the classical sense, but it was honest. It was raw, and for the first time in years, the Curator was silent. The next morning, emboldened by this tiny flicker of self-acceptance, he signed up for an open MIC art show at a local CAF, a place he'd usually avoid out of sheer terror. He chose the chaotic charcoal piece, not because it was his best, but because it represented his most authentic self. The Curator, of course, raged, "They'll laugh, you'll be exposed." On the night of the show, Leo's hands trembled so violently he almost dropped his piece. The CAF buzzed with the chatter of confident artists and discerning patrons. He awkwardly propped his canvas on a small easel and retreated to a corner, ready for the inevitable humiliation. Then Maya appeared, her eyes scanning the room until they landed on his piece. She walked slowly towards it, a puzzled expression on her face for a moment. Leo braced for her polite dismissal. Instead, she turned to him, her eyes wide with a warmth he hadn't seen directed at his art before. "Leo," she whispered, this is you. It's messy and beautiful and so incredibly real." A stranger joined her, a woman with kind eyes and a thoughtful gaze. "I love the energy in this," she commented. "It's so unapologetic." She turned to Leo. "Are you the artist?" Leo, emboldened by Maya's sincere admiration and the stranger's unexpected praise, managed a shaky, "Yes, I own a small gallery downtown." The woman continued, "We're always looking for new voices. Would you be interested in showcasing more of your work?" Leo's breath hitched. "A gallery? His work?" The Curator shrieked. "She's mistaken. It's a fluke." But for the first time, Leo heard another voice, a quieter, sturdier one that sounded suspiciously like his own. "Why not?" it asked. "What's the worst that can happen?" That night was a turning point. He still battled the Curator, but now he had allies. Maya's unwavering support, the memory of that quiet joy with the charcoal, and the possibility of a dream he once thought was dead. He started painting again, not for perfection, but for expression. He experimented, he failed, and he learned to pick himself up, armed with the understanding that failure was just another stroke on the canvas of growth. Months later, Leo stood in his new studio, larger and brighter than his old apartment, the scent of fresh paint no longer overshadowed by fear. He was preparing for his first solo exhibition. His work, now vibrant and bold, spoke of his journey. The shadows of doubt, the explosions of self-discovery, and the powerful, chaotic beauty of a spirit finally set free. He wasn't just an artist. He was an artist who had learned to trust himself, one stroke at a time. The road was still challenging, but now he walked it with his head high, knowing that the greatest masterpiece he would ever create was the life he dared to live.